Hello guys, what's up? I'm Moinuddin Chaudhary. Today I will show you Laravel Route Part 2. In this tutorial, I am showing you at first how can we pass parameter through Laravel Route. So guys, we can pass parameter with Laravel Route like this. Parameter will be inside to curly bracket, like my parameter name is id, and it will pass into the closer function as a parameter. If you want to pass it into your view, you can pass it directly into your view with by the with by with method. Your key name is same as your parameter name id. If you want to check it into browser, a route is executed. If you want to output it something like this, if I want to output it my id is id. If you check it to browser, my id is 10. So guys, you you have shown how can we pass our parameter through our route. If you hit your if you want to hit your route without this parameter, it will not continue because this is not match with your existing route syntax. Not found HTTP exception, because with this route now a mandatory parameter have to pass. So if you want to you you want to use your route, you have to pass your parameter value, then it will continue. You also make it optional like this. Just add a @ symbol with your parameter inside to curly bracket, and of course you have to initialize your parameter, your argument of your closure function with null. And after that, if you don't pass any data, any value of your parameter, it will run. No error will render. If you pass value with your route, it will also output it into browser. You will pass any number of parameter you want. Suppose I want to pass another parameter which name is name. I want to pass my name to my parameter, and of course you have to maintain the precedence of the parameter list. And if I want to pass it also in my view, I can pass it with output like this. If you check it without your name parameter, it will not continue because it is a mandatory parameter. You have to pass it into the browser address bar. So guys, I don't want to initialize it because it will obviously take an input from user. If you want to, you can also make it optional like previous one. If you omit this parameter value, you can execute your route. If it is Moinuddin instead of null value, it will also show you default value from your address bar. So guys, now I hope you will pass parameter, you will pass any type of parameter, any number of parameter you want to pass, you will pass. um, Sorry guys, you can pass in with your route. Now I want to show you that you can naming your route name, you can naming your route something like this route. If I show you with this existing route, it is you can name your route like this, just name about me. It will of course run, and this by this name you can create you can generate an URL inside your view like this. Just print out this URL route about me. Here is our link name. If whenever you remove this from your route, see route about name not defined. Actually, laravel will not find any name like this, which will output a link, which will output a route name. There is no route name into this file. Whenever you will name your route, it will find, oh, there is a name of my route is about me. So guys, now you can, I hope you can name of your route, and naming convention and has no barrier. You can name your route as you wish. So guys, now we will learn how to um, how to group our route. You can group means you can, and in grouping your combination of routes into one category, something like this group, and your group name and maybe website. Now all of your routes is grouped as a bundle under this group route, and which is acting like as a folder, which will execute like this. Sorry guys, I have missed something. Sorry guys, it will be an array like this. It will take a key prefix, prefix, and below will be group name. Now hopefully it will work. Yeah. So guys, now every route inside this group will be prefixed website. After this, your all route will be executed. You can prefix it like API. Whenever you will create an API like application, it will prefix as a as of your group like this. So guys, now we we have already learned how to pass parameter, how can we 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 can set a name of our route, and how can uh, uh, we we can group our route, set as a bundle, group our route as a bundle. So now I will show you how to pass parameter into our name route. We can pass it like this. Here we have two parameter, which is a mandatory parameter list. If you want to generate an URL using your route name, you have to pass you have to pass your parameter also. You have to pass your parameter value through your name route, something like this. My route name is about me, and my parameter have to pass with an under an array ID string and name when. So if I want to check it into browser, something, sorry guys, I have to pass name as of my parameter value. So here is my generated URL. My ID value is 10 and my name is Moin. So guys, how can we create our route from our how can we create our URL from our name route? We have already seen this, and after this we will I will show you how to restrict our route parameter. Restrict means you will pass your parameter value under a specific circumstances that you will not accept others type of data without your restriction, without fulfill your restriction. If you want to something like this, that ID value will have to an integer type data, you can restrict it something like this, something which we will maybe we did it before with a regular expression, and 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 here it will like that way, where my parameter name is ID and you want to ensure your user that they will provide ID value. They will provide ID value, of course, an integer type. Now if you want to check it into browser, it will execute. But if you execute your URL with with this way, you will get error not found HTTP exception, because it will not rely on your restriction, because you will bound your client that they have to pass integer type data as of your ID value. You will also restrict your name parameter as same as of your ID restriction, which you want to bound your client that they have to pass your name parameter value as a string. Otherwise it will not execute. If you want to check it into browser, it will execute. If you pass a number with your name, you will not execute your URL, because this is not rely on your restriction with your restriction. So guys, we will now we can restrict our parameter value as we want, as we want what type of data we have to our client have to pass. Here one more thing I want to show you. After naming your route, you can you can mm, you can find your name into your view like this way. If you want to see your route name inside your view, you can find it like this way: current route, something, it is current route name, maybe, hopefully it is okay. Yeah, my current route name is about me. So guys, many more things we have learned. How can we pass our parameter with our route, and how can we name our route, how can we restrict our parameter, and how can we can group our route list. Another important part this another important part is you can uh, pass a middleware. You can bound your routes with a middleware, which you can like this way. middleware. By this way, now your all routes under this group API also bound to this middleware. Guys, middleware is something like this, and it is work like as mediator, which will work whenever you will submit a request to your browser, to your server. Before your request passing to the server, a middleware will check will check a criteria which is which is defined into that middleware, and whenever this criteria uh, will rely, and after that your your request will go to the server, will go to your server. Otherwise it will not pass, your request will not pass into your server. If we explain it something like this way, uh, you you want to pass a request into your server, that content will be shown on in front of your visitor, uh, under the age of 18. Otherwise visitors without uh, without without this age of visitor, your content will not shown. This type of restriction we can apply use we can apply by the middleware. So guys, if we want to show this middleware, you have to wait. You have to wait for future. I of course I of course will show a full video on this middleware. So just here I want to show you how can we mm, bind our routes list under this middleware. Whenever you will whenever you call your route into your address bar, it will of course first at first it will of course check the criteria of middleware, which it is stating. After that, if it is success, after that your request will execute, your request will continue in the next phase. So guys, hopefully you will learn, you have learned how to pass parameter, how to name your route, how to restrict your parameter as you want, how to grouping your route list, how to apply a middleware with a group, and how can you find your current route from into your view. I hope you guys will able to do these things with route. So guys, hopefully this video is helpful for you. If this video is helpful for you, please thumbs up, like icon, and subscribe on my channel. Thank you very much.